And now we can display the variables that we have described, okay, we have defined in the layout. Okay, suppose we want a counter to show the values of these variables, right? So select that, and then so when that is selected, you click here in the layout. Okay, so that's going to put an icon there, and you can format the icon with double click. You can change the font, you can change the color, change the frame, that kind of stuff. So again, it's going to snap to a grid like that. So this is blue, and so we can uncheck new, and then take the blue icon and put it there. So we know that this is for blue. Okay. So now we go back to variables. All right, so maybe we can push it out a little bit like that. And then, okay, so we need a title here, which is WIP. And again, we can go here, uncheck, click text, and then click text, and well, I'm gonna delete that. So we go to insert and insert the text box. Okay, so here we'll call this WIP, and again you can do alignment, rotation, and all kinds of formatting here. So I'm going to just say WIP, and let's expand it. All right. Then we go back to variables and select red WIP, and let's place it here. Okay, so then we go to locations. Uncheck. So red. Okay, so this one is not done properly. So it's associated with parts intake. I have to take care of that. Well, let's go ahead and get rid of it. Okay, so how do we do that? Background graphics, insert. Alright, so insert, so you can do an oval. Yeah, that's how you do it. So that will be red here, and then insert another oval over there, and we need to change the color. So fill color to be blue. Okay. So that's WIP, and let's go back to variables, and now we have blue cycle time. So we'll put that there, blue cycle time. Okay. So we can double click, and you can change the formatting, and then we do the red cycle time, and again go to insert, and so this is cycle time. We'll call it CT minutes. Okay, so that'll be there. Okay, so now we can also create one more set of variables to see how many parts are actually getting shipped out. So we'll go variables v blue shipped. Okay, now this one is going to be integer, okay, but there is no time element here. We are just wanting how many are shipped out. Okay, so our stat here is going to be basic stat, and there is no time waiting. It's just observation based. Okay, and same for v red shipped. Okay, and the initial value is 0, obviously, and basic and observation based. So let's go back to variables. Okay, we are already there. Okay, so red, so we click here, so we get the red shipped. Okay, so here that will be blue shipped, and we'll insert a text box here. It says shipped. Move that. Okay, then we can put a box around this. So let's say we take that and change the color to, I don't know, green. Or that doesn't look all that appealing. So how about that? And then of course we want the text to appear, so send back. Alright, so now we have set up a running counter for all those variables. Now if you go and simulate, you'll see. Alright, so now the shipped is not working. I think we didn't set up a shipped. Okay, so I'm gonna stop this. Okay, now we defined variable v blue shipped and v red shipped, and we never coded for it. So let's go here. Okay, so blue order. Okay, so we increment v blue shipped, and then here increment v red shipped. Okay, so let's go ahead and save the file. Now let's run the simulation again, and then you see it. Okay, so I stop the animation and then we can go and look at the output viewer, and then you have all the statistics that we want to look at. Okay, they're all here. Now this is the first step in our modeling. So we have now developed the model for the current situation, and we have validated the model. Okay, the next step is to make tweaks, and sometimes the kind of tweaks that we make may result in unexpected results. So for example, if you think, okay, let's go ahead and bring more parts in quicker, instead of 30 seconds, 15 seconds or something, and you're going to push in a lot more products in, the system is not ready for it, and it gets all clogged up and you don't get anything out. So you have to look at the capacities that increase. Maybe the handler, okay, we need to, instead of one, we have 2 or 3 or 4 handlers. And we can also look at getting rid of some of the steps, like for example, the sales order entry. So maybe sales intake can automatically register the orders and send it over to pack and ship. And we can also look at decreasing the number of steps or time involved. So there's all kinds of parameters that we can tweak and run the simulation. And of course, if you want to look at different parametric analysis, sensitivity analysis, then you'll have to define macros and then use the macros in place of those parameter numbers and set up scenario managers.